What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Inside Post. This weekend we have a big Grade 1 stakes race possible for the Breeders' Cup. And here we have the Pennsylvania Derby with 11 entrants. We see the return of really good 3-year-old in Dragoon Guard for Brad Cox, Florent Giroux, 4 for 4 so far in 2024. Let's take a look at this race, race 13, Saturday, September 21st at Parks. Again, Pennsylvania Derby, Grade 1, big Breeders' Cup contingent race. Looking through the field, we have the likes Seize the Gray coming back, Timeout for Wilmot, Protective, really good Pletcher horse in here. Again, Dragoon Guard for Cox, Unmatched Wisdom for Chad Brown, Uncle Heavy, the Withers winner, and Stronghold, who's kind of been running in some races with Dragoon Guard, but has not beat him yet. So let's take a look at Dragoon Guard or get this topic started. Obviously, 9 to 5. Really good horse right now. But where's his true test going to come? Is he going to just keep averting some of these top 3-year-olds until he gets the Breeders' Cup? We will see. And here he's going to run into the likes of Seize the Gray. Again, Stronghold, and possibly Unmatched Wisdom, Protective, maybe even Timeout. Could run up to give him some issues. But looking back, he's coming out of the West Virginia Derby, a Grade 3 winning there. The Indiana Derby, another Grade 3 winning in that one as well. So obviously for this race to be a Grade 1 is a pretty good spot for him coming into to pick up a pretty good Grade 1 victory. Setting himself up obviously for the Breeders' Cup Classic, which I believe is the end goal for him. However, he hasn't faced much in there. Again, Stronghold, probably the competition. 104, 106, 105 Equibase speed figures in those last 3 races that he's ran. So it looks really good. On the speed department, obviously, if you've seen the horse, kind of like a big white gray out of Arrogate, looks really good on the track and has performed phenomenally. But again, true test, he's going to have to step into some graded stakes races to really put himself in a contingent for the Breeders' Cup Classic. However, if he's a big price in the Classic, we're willing to take a stab on him. We've been watching this horse all summer. I really like what he could bring to the Classic as far as a race setup and obviously a little bit of value in there. Outside of Dragoon Guard, Stronghold is coming in, finishing second to him in the Indiana Derby. We'll see. I just don't know if the race is going to set up. However, he does come off of a little bit of a break or a resting time. So we'll see if Antonio Frescu, Phil D'Amato has that one set up. Obviously, 5-2 is what the odds are on the horse, just because, again, he's probably the one that's ran closest to Dragoon Guard. But some other value. You have Seize the Gray on the inside, number 2. We know what he's capable of. Obviously, winner of the Pat Day Mile and the Preakness. Kind of fell apart in the Belmont Stakes, and Jim Dandy needed some rest, took his rest, and this was kind of been marked on the calendar for Seize the Gray for some time. So I think he should run big in here. Again, especially getting to that rail, which I think he's going to like. So again, 5-1 is pretty good price on this Lucas trained horse that we've seen win Grade 2, Grade 1 stakes races previously. Again, in a good spot on the rail. Could be a pretty good contender or contingent for Dragoon Guard. Next, we're going to look at Protective. This is a Pletcher horse, giving Irad the mount in here at 8-1. Just coming out of a maiden special weight, I guess. At Saratoga, going 1.25 miles. Kind of hard to pick out what this one's going to be capable of doing. 106 is the best speed figure that Protective has ran. Kind of fired back in this maiden, running an 86, so kind of drawled back a little bit. So definitely going to have to take a big step forward to pick up a Grade 1 victory, but the connections were Poli, Pletcher, Irad obviously are in the right money here. And a good price, again, at 8-1 for those connections. The horse did run in the Belmont, did run in the Peter Pan, but did not really fire on those days. Kind of like, I think it was 3rd in the Peter Pan and 6th in the Belmont. Again, running in against some top class horses. So we'll see if he can carry that class over into this field where these horses really haven't ran much into class besides Seize the Gray. So a Another horse that's, you know, a prize play in here at 8 to 1 just with the connections, and a horse that's coming out of some graded victories like Seize the Gray. The other horse in here catching some attention is the 8 in Unmatched Wisdom for Chad Brown Flavion Pratt. This horse finished 7th in the Travers, winner of the Curlin Stakes, so it was kind of getting some buzz going into the Travers as kind of a sneaky pick. Obviously, had nothing to compare to Fierceness, Torpedo Anna, and Sierra Leone, but again, has a grade 1 race under its belt, unlike Dragon Guard. Again, 8 to 1 is pretty good value with the connections. 84 speed figure in the Travis, so it did come back a little lower from its Curlin, where it ran a 107. So again, trying to find some consistency. The workouts look pretty good. On the workout side of thing, Unmatched Wisdom probably has a little closer edge to Dragon Guard, whose workouts look absolutely phenomenal. And again, you have 2 or 3 horses that have been in a grade 1 race, Seize the Gray, Unmatched Wisdom, and Timeout. However, Dragon Guard still trying to get one in here. I think this will be the spot that he picks it up. Obviously, looks really good in those 2 grade 3s. There's not much in this grade 1 except for some other horses that have raced in grade 1s. So I think this is a good field for Dragon Guard to really test himself and see if the Breeders' Cup Classic is what these connections really want for this horse. Long shots in here. I mean, you have the Pennsylvania bred Uncle Heavy coming into Parks. So that should be really interesting to see. 12 to 1, so kind of a shorter price on a horse that's kind of not done a whole lot since winning the Withers. So a good betting option as an underneath. Who's the King, a horse that's not done much anything anyway. Leading up to this, we get Mike Smith and Safi Joseph at 20 to 1, a big price in here. So watch the odds on number 9, Who's the King, as well. And the other one, the inside horse, Doc Sullivan. This is a New York bred. Again, coming into a grade 1, kind of interesting. Ortiz getting them out for Mike Maselli. Another good value horse to play underneath is like a trifecta, superfecta type horse. But I think this race is all Dragon Guard. Like I said, we've been high on him all summer. Currently 9 to 5. Morning line favorite will be our top pick in here, and kind of going to use a stretch of possibly Stronghold and Unmatched Wisdom, maybe even Protected, as our underneaths. As of now, as we get closer to race day, make sure to follow, like us on Twitter. We'll post our full card for the Pennsylvania Derby card, because it looks like a really good betting event for them out at Parks. So we'll see. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. We enjoy these videos. We enjoy you all liking and commenting down below your thoughts and kind of having some conversation with us about your best bets or picks for these Saturday stakes races. So we look forward to seeing those as well. Again, win big, and thanks for watching.